Whis! He can't talk right now. Call him back, would you? Huh?
Guys, let's talk about our stressed purple cat. Yes, that's right, the god of destruction, Beerus. Well, the big question I ask you is, could Beerus's family end up appearing in Dragon Ball Daima? We don't know much about Beerus's past and his origins, so it would be the perfect time for the work to explore a little more about our purple kitten, wouldn't it? Not to mention that this could involve even more mysteries in the work of Dragon Ball, which could possibly be answered in the manga itself. This would not only develop the god of destruction a little more, but also explore more about the world of Dragon Ball. Beerus has lived a long time ago and knows a lot of things. His family must also be quite old, so if they appear, they could add more to the history of Dragon Ball. If we think clearly, it wouldn't be very coherent for Beerus's family to just appear like that out of nowhere, since we are far ahead in the future in the work, and Beerus's family must be quite old, so it wouldn't make sense for the Purple Cat's family to be lives to this day. However, perhaps the lifespan of Beerus's lineage is longer than that of certain species. Saiyans, for example, can live for a long time, and only begin to show appearances of changes in age when they are around their 80s to 100s. The situation of the Saiyans could be the same with Beerus's family, and this would be a good excuse to clarify why they are still alive at this point. There are certainly many mysteries surrounding our God of Destruction from Universe 7, and perhaps Dragon Ball Daima will also serve to explore some of these mysteries. But what about you? What do you think? Do you think Dragon Ball Daima might have the courage to introduce Beerus's family? Do you think this would really be something possible in the work? And if it were included, do you think Beerus's family would add something good narratively? Please comment below in the comments. It will be a pleasure to read your opinions on this topic and also on the other two that I will talk about in a moment. It would certainly be something incredible to see Beerus's family appearing, as it would reveal not only many things about Beerus, but also a little more about the ancient times in the Dragon Ball universe. Just an image, a story that doesn't involve our protagonist, it would be a good theme for Beerus's development in the work. Well, Toriyama will have plenty of time to think about the narrative structure of Dragon Ball Daima. A fact that perhaps makes this theme of Beerus's family being introduced something possible is that Dragon Ball Daima will be created exclusively, so that the work can explore more about the realms of gods and demons, especially demons, who appear to be the main villains of the anime. But anyway, we just have to wait and see what happens, right? Please comment your opinions.
Guys, before continuing this epic story, leave your like, and of course, if you want to help the channel, leave your super thanks below and help the channel financially, and also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news.
Guys, now let's talk about the possibility that our scientist Bulma ends up having the idea of building a time machine to go back to the past and try to find out who the demons were that turned all the Dragon Ball characters into children. Well, it's something difficult to happen, but as it's a totally new series, nothing is impossible at this point, especially something coming from Toriyama, who is a very creative guy when he wants to, right? Well, Bulma is an extremely hardworking, intelligent, and capable scientist. She has already built several materials that even served as an innovation for science, but without a doubt, her greatest invention was the famous time machine. As we know, it is not impossible to build a time machine for present-day Bulma, as she almost manages to do so after taking some of the energy that recharged future Trunks' time machine. However, this was ruined by Beerus, which ended up destroying the machine. But anyway, the possibility of this happening is extremely low, since future Bulma took 10 years to build this machine, and with the current situation shown in Dragon Ball Daima, Bulma couldn't wait that long to build a time machine. Still, this is not something completely impossible and absurd, as Bulma could go to the future and get the necessary materials so that she could build a time machine more quickly. But how would she go to the future when there is no way for her to go there? You ask me? Well, the answer to that would be Whis. From what it looks like, he and all angels have temporal power, as they can rewind time. Well, as it can travel between universes, I don't think that traveling between futures is something totally impossible. Besides, Bulma could ask for help from the Kaioshins, who are beings who have the time rings, who are capable of traveling between the past and the present. Well, anyway, it's not completely impossible, but it's not something very feasible to happen either, right? But what about you? Do you think this possibility could happen? Do you think Bulma could build a time machine faster using the right materials? Comment your opinions below, just like in the previous topic. Reading about your opinions is something that helps me a lot, as it not only expands my knowledge about Dragon Ball a little more, but also notifies me that you are enjoying the videos and are interested in the topic. Anyway, it's something with an uncertain probability coming from a new Dragon Ball series. We can expect absolutely anything. Well, now let's talk about our two Saiyans from Universe 7, Goku and Vegeta. Well, the question I ask you is, will it be possible that Goku and Vegeta can achieve their maximum transformations into Dragon Ball Daima? As we saw in the trailer, everyone was turned into children, but we have no way of knowing whether this will somehow diminish the powers of our warriors, as this has not yet been well established. But as this magic was something done by demons, I highly doubt that this would only serve to reduce everyone's size. With all certainty, this magic will cause some type of consequence in the use of the powers of our warriors from Universe 7. However, even if they have difficulties using their powers, it does not mean that they would be impossible to use them, they would just have a little more difficulty. As they returned to being mere children, Zenkai could very possibly end up returning in the work, if the demon's magic has an additional effect besides reducing people's size. With Zenkai returning, Goku and Vegeta could evolve again, and the more they evolve, they could end up recovering their old powers, and consequently their Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego. It would be quite interesting to see the two Saiyans needing Zenkai to become stronger, since they would have difficulty using their powers. They could very well use the Zenkai's own method to evolve faster. Many may say that Goku would not lose his Ultra Instinct because it is just a technique that can be learned by any type of person who has a good mental state. However, we have to remember that the Ultra Instinct that Goku has, Goku uses it, causes a huge drain on energy. And if he used Ultra Instinct with his small body without any type of physical preparation or increase in power, our protagonist could even suffer serious consequences in his own body, because the wear would be too high, and as your body would be small, it would not be enough to support the energy drain. Well, this could possibly happen in Dragon Ball Daima, but it's also uncertain. We have to be prepared for anything. Goku and Vegeta are absurdly strong beings, and it would be interesting to see them evolving again, as they would have to evolve little by little so that they can finally use their full powers in the battle against the demons. But anyway, what about you? What do you think of that? Do you think the characters in Dragon Ball Daima will lose a good portion of their powers, or will they continue with the same amount of power? Comment your opinions. It's a very complicated topic to talk about, because as we don't know how the magic of these demons will work on people, we can't say what kind of effects they might have on the warriors. Anyway, all we can do is just wait for the anime and draw our own conclusions. Well guys, the video will end here. Did you like it? Did you like the themes? Do you think they are possible to happen in the new Dragon Ball Daima? Comment your opinions on the 3 themes in the video, please. Well, for today I say goodbye, a big hug for you. See you later, guys.